Mark McLean. I'm glad you're here. We are giving an update just for those of you who by chance haven't heard. We have a winner for the first part of our contest. Yes, the winner of the razor has been verified as being capable of qualifying, and they not only qualified, they won. And congratulations to Philip Clegg. Philip is from across the pond. Actually, he's over in the UK, and I won't give his address in case he didn't want it listed. But he's also known as Cooler King's Outdoor Adventures on YouTube. He has his own YouTube channel. And when you see the guy, you say, well, what in the hell is he going to do with a razor? Because this guy has a beard. Well, he doesn't have no hair up here, so he is a head shaver, and he's going to shave his head. And that's awesome. Whatever turns you crank. You know, you got to do whatever you got to do in this world to get by. But congratulations go out to Philip Clegg. I believe he's around Lancaster or somewhere in that vicinity, not too far from Manchester over in the UK. So, Cooler King's Outdoor Adventures. I was checking out some of his videos on YouTube. He goes camping, and he strings him up a hammock, and he breaks out his little portable stove unit and all this good stuff, and he makes some awesome looking food right there at the campsite just for himself. If I were a little bit closer, I know I would crash that party. So unfortunately, I'm not that close. So Philip, you will be getting the 3-piece vintage razor from Gillette. This is officially known as the Gillette Fat Handle Tech, or also known as the pre-war Tech, because it was, of course, pre-war, World War II. 1938 to 1942, this particular razor was made during that time frame. It is a 3-piece, like I said. I will send you some blades to go with it. Just a few, of course. I'm not going to try and break you in and sell you a certain brand of razor blade. I just want you to be able to sample it, and then you can buy whatever brand you like that suits your fancy if you don't already have them. The way you load this razor, just in case you didn't know, and for all of you other guys that may want to learn too, you just unscrew the pieces. There are 3 pieces, like I said. You have the handle, then the bottom cap, and the top cap. You take it and turn the top cap straight up and down and put the blade right on with the stud in the center going through the razor blade's hole right in the middle. After that, then you place the bottom cap on. But you have to make certain the bottom cap is not facing the blade. The bottom cap has this type of a ridge around it. So you can either face this particular bottom half or ridge. You can face it either toward the blade or away from the blade. And that's what you want. You want to point it away from the blade, not toward the blade like that, because that will just cause issues. It won't make for a good shave. So if you ever notice something's a little screwy or a little askewed, then perhaps maybe your bottom cap is turned incorrectly. Then you just snug this part up just lightly, gently. Don't sit there and crank her down, because if you do that, you're going to split the tube. The barrel will split right here, because that is too old to be treated like that. You have to be gentle with this particular razor. Not that it's cheap by any means, and it's not, but you want to preserve it. And so what else? Well, this is what I do. After finishing a shave, I take it apart and I wipe it down. I rinse it a few times, get it all clean, make sure the soap is no longer present. And then after that, I take some light coating oil. Anything you want to use will work, I'm sure. Some people even use cooking oil on coating their knives in the knife community, which is fine. It doesn't necessarily smell all that nice, to me at least. I honestly prefer Tough Glide. That's Tufglide. Tough Glide is what I like. But some people like other things, and that's okay. So back to what I was saying. After you get it cleaned, then you coat it with some type of light, either sewing machine oil, or you can even use whatever. It's just whatever is available to you at the time, okay? And then just sort of snug it back. Whoa, and don't leave the blade in it or you'll cut yourself like that. But I'm joking, of course. Just snug it back and put it up on your counter or wrap it in a paper towel, whatever you want to do. It's perfectly fine. Now the contest is not over, folks. We have a part 2. That's right. Part 2 is yet to come. We're still giving away the Bad Blood Dreadnought. Yeah, baby. Look at there, look at there. I like this one with the 8CR14 MOV steel, I believe. Yes, that's exactly right. 8CR14 MOV steel. And that's some fairly decent steel, to be perfectly honest. This is a really good feeling knife in the hand. I like the way it feels. It's just something about it. It turns me on. I like this knife. This is a good knife. I truthfully hated to get rid of it, but I wanted you guys to know how much I was really thankful, because I am so appreciative of what you guys have done. You've helped bring my numbers up to over 700, and I don't even recall, like 717 or something like that. And I'm thinking, wow, that is just so amazing because of you guys. I only had like 283, I believe, total when I began doing my wet shave videos a little over a year ago. The reason being, I had 283 that were derived solely out of the knife community, people in the knife community, because that's all I was doing. I was just doing videos on knives. I've sort of branched out. I had a gentleman the other day, one of my buddies, I believe it was Michael, who said, he said, man, you put on a variety show. That's what you do. And he was very gracious, and I am so thankful to people like that are appreciative of some of the things I do. I do try to keep it interesting, and if you'll even go back in some of my other videos, I've even done some other weird things that like interview people. I know one case in particular. I go downtown Paducah, Kentucky, here where I live, and there's a moonshine. That's right, a moonshine making facility. They actually make moonshine, and it's legal in Kentucky, at least. Yeah, so they are licensed, and they make their moonshine downtown, and I do an interview with those guys and show you around some of the nice things they have collected over the years that are at the Moonshine Company downtown Paducah. So, just sort of moving right along here, I'm going to go over the rules just for you guys in case you want to hear them again. We sort of have a big production set up here, almost like an interview stage with cue cards, with cue cards. And I do like to keep things varied. I like a topic that is varied, and I want you guys to be able to learn from one another. The people in the wet shaving community, I'd like for you to learn a little bit about some of the awesome knives that are out there that so many people don't even have a clue about these days, and vice versa. So many people don't know about these awesome razors and some of these awesome brushes that are out there, and the different types of artisan soaps and products, the various products that go along with it. So I'm trying to, I guess, meld the two communities together into one, and I'm not going to force the hands on any of you guys out there, but I've already got a bunch of friends that are in the wet shaving community and vice versa. I've got a bunch of friends who are in the in the knife community that are saying, I want to try those soaps. And then I've got the people in the wet shaving community that are saying, hey buddy, what about this knife? Is this a decent knife? Should I even waste money on a knife like this? Etc., etc. And I will tell you the truth. I'll give you my honest opinions if you ask me a question like that. I have to show you guys this before we go any farther. This is my baby. This is something that my wife ordered for me a little over a year ago from Rainy Volaton Custom Knives. There is a mail call video down below this, if in case you'd like to watch. Beautiful Chad Nichols Damascus all around, the blade as well, and yeah, look at that. Chad Nichols Damascus. Wow, that's been blued from Rainy Volaton Custom Knives in Oregon. And look at the intricate file work on the spine that has been done, and all the way around. It goes all the way around. He is just an amazing knife maker. And this, my friends, these scales are made from woolly mammoth dinosaur bone. I actually think this particular bone came from the woolly mammoth's jaw bone. I believe that's what Rainey told me. You can actually score a dinosaur bone these days. It's quite simple. You just have to find some and then put in your order. The reason that it's a little more prevalent than it used to be is due to the fact that we had, I think, over the past maybe 5 to 10 years, we had some of the polar ice caps that have melted, and a lot of different glaciers melting in certain vicinities near what I just mentioned. So what that's done is free up some carcasses that were just lying underneath the ice. And I think in Siberia they've even found some woolly mammoth dinosaur there as well. So it's a little, like I said, a little more prevalent than it used to be, but yet still a hard to come by commodity, if you get my drift, okay? Rainy Volaton Custom Knives. This is the Jupiter prototype number 1. That means this was the first one ever made. There is no other one like it. Rainy did produce a smaller version of this, and I think he sold that one fairly quickly for like $1,400, and it's gone. So this one is not going anywhere, so there you go. That's the featured EDC knife I'm showing you today, guys. Keep in mind the next couple of days we're going to be doing some mail call from Christopher Reeves Knives, and we have to do a little bit of repair work on the Sebenza in Singo with micarta, black micarta inlay. The reason being, whoa, yeah, it's loose. I stripped the pivot screw. We will be replacing that. Okay? And now back to the rules. I told you guys that I would go over the rules. I know that there are some people that want to hear them again. Just for the sake of repeating, here we go. We've already given away, of course, the 3-piece vintage safety razor, the Gillette Fat Handle Tech. It is gone. Again, congratulations to Philip Clegg, Cooler King's Outdoor Adventures on YouTube. And there was also a second place qualifier, as of course there will always be a second place qualifier. Well, that particular guy is Straight Razor Revolution, and he will be getting a consolation prize. Yes, he certainly will, just for qualifying. So congratulations to all of you guys once again. Moving around along, the Bad Blood Dreadnought knife is our second prize that is up for grabs. So keep that in mind. We're not using the random.org giveaway system. For those of you that don't know, this contest may be a little bit harder, and it may not be that hard. Put it this way, you may just have to pay a little more attention and participate. But I have had, I'm serious, a myriad of people saying, wow, this has been fun. I really like that. And that's what I want. I wanted to create some fun in the YouTube community because, oh wow, Lord knows there's enough crap going on out there in the world, so we got to have a little bit of enjoyment out of life, don't you think? I thought so. All right, moving right on, back to what I was saying. There is only one prize per person, so the person that won earlier, not the qualifier, the person who won, Philip Clegg, who won the razor, he can't win the knife. Sorry about that, buddy. Anyway, one prize per person, and all participants who were either trying to win the razor or the knife, you still must be 18 years of age or older. So if you're going to try and win the knife, 18 years of age or older, or forget it. Okay, listen for that specified sound effect, and I've told you guys about it. I think you know what it is. You can research in my videos down below in case you don't know or aren't familiar with what the sound effect sounds like. It's a guy who comes on saying, "Psst, I am watching you, bro," you know, something similar to that nature. But that is not your cue to call right there or to win or try and win or participate. So that is just me repeating what the guy sounds like. The guy sounds totally different, and he says, "I'm watching you, bro," or something like that, and he's whispering. So you will hear it. It will be obvious. And last time it played fairly early in the video. So who knows? It just may be early again. It may be late in the video. I'm not sure. You just have to pay attention. That's where the paying attention part comes into play, okay? A little participation type contest. That's what we've got going, and I like that. All right, moving right along, I said you had to be 18 years of age or older. Of course, that's obvious, the reasoning why we're giving away a knife. For those of you who are trying to win the knife, my buddy Philip Clegg, the Cooler King's Outdoor Adventures on YouTube, he is from the UK. So it would not behoove him to try and score the knife, because chances are, if I try to send this knife through customs, those guys are really Pudlow police, and they will say, "Oh, this will not go any further than this." I don't know why they got a German accent over there in the UK, but they do. It's the weirdest thing. No, I'm joking. Anyway, to make a long story short, customs, they check the product that comes through the mail. They check. They really do. In fact, just to send this razor, I have to fill out customs forms and do the paperwork just to send this razor to Philip Clegg, who won it. And I don't mind. I'm going to do that, you know, just to make sure that he gets his present or his gift or his contest winnings, so to speak. So I will make certain that he gets that, but I couldn't make certain he got this if he had won. And that's why I'm telling you guys, if you are in the UK or somewhere overseas, you're not going to be getting the knife. I mean, I'm just leveling with you. And I said earlier, if someone goes ahead and says, well, screw you, I'm going to try and win it anyway. Well, if you do that, then you're not hurting me. You're only hurting yourself, because you still won't get the knife. If I do send it through customs, they're going to confiscate it, and it's just like taking the knife and wiping your butt with it, because it's not going to do you any good either way, you know? So let's not get a bunch of people trying to win the knife if you are outside the continental United States or CONUS. If you are outside the CONUS vicinity, then please just pass it on by. Maybe next time we'll have something a little bit different as far as the giveaway goes, and we will make certain that you guys get something of quality too. So keep that in mind, okay? Otherwise, I'm wrapping up the information on the prize giveaway. Only one other thing I believe that needed to be said, and that would be the fact that the prizes will not be mailed out until I get my check on the 3rd of the month. Because yes, I am disabled and I get by on 1 check a month, and it's not very much, I'll be perfectly honest. All right, that's it for now. Thank you guys for participating. I really am gracious and thankful to all of you guys for participating. I can't thank you enough. I'm so thrilled. I'm enthralled. That's the word, I think, for the most part. The fact that you guys have said some of the most kind and generous comments about this contest. And I know you meant them, or you wouldn't have said them. And that's the way the people in the knife community are, and I know that's how the people in the wet shaving community are. There are a bunch of good people, but they are well spoken. In other words, if they say something, it's because they mean it. It's not because they want to impress someone, and that's a good thing. Again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Keep your ears peeled on the next Shave of the Day video. It may be the one that has the sound effect inside, but then again, it may not be. You have to pay attention. It'll be coming your way before too long, I know, within the next couple of weeks. So, there you have it. It is what it is. Good luck, once again, and get out there and pay it forward. And pat your fellow man on the back, and your fellow lady, too, on the backside. But you got to suffer the consequences, not me. Pio! I'm joking. Sure I am. Thank you guys. Peace. Shave of the day, okay? All right. Welcome in, guys, the shave of the day.